last lecture we discussed about the voltage reflection coefficient, current reflection coefficient, and standing wave ratio of the transmission line. So in today's lecture we consider the total 3 special case when the value of the load impedance is 0, value of load impedance is infinity, and value of load impedance is exactly equal to the characteristic impedance of the line. Okay, so we use this equation, the input impedance of transmission line and voltage reflection coefficient of the transmission line. Okay, so our first case is value of ZL is 0. So first case, value of ZL is equals to 0. Okay, so here ZL, load impedance 0, that means the load is short circuited. Okay, so this case is known as short circuit case. So in short circuit case, first of all we have to find out what is the value of Zin, what is the value of input impedance of the transmission line. So I will write the generalized equation of Zin. Zin is equals to ZO ZL plus JZ0 tan beta L, where beta L is known as the electrical length of transmission line, Z0 plus JZL tan beta L. I have to put the value of ZL is equals to 0. So if you put ZL is equals to 0 and here the value of the ZL is equals to 0, so answer is JZ0 tan beta L. Okay, so here the input impedance is nothing but it contains only imaginary part. Okay, that means this input impedance may be a capacitive or it may be a inductive. Okay, so here Zin may be a capacitive or may be a inductive role. Okay, because here the imaginary term is present. Okay, see here we know that what is capacitive reactance? The capacitive reactance is 1 upon j omega c, and what is the inductive reactance? Inductive reactance is j omega L. Okay, so in both the equation imaginary term is present. Similarly here the imaginary term is present, so it depends on the length of the transmission line. So according to the length of the transmission line, we can say that Zin, input impedance of the transmission line, it may be a capacitive or it may be a inductive. Okay, in case of short circuit line. Now what is the reflection coefficient under this case? The equation of the reflection coefficient is ZL minus Z0 upon ZL plus Z0. Value of ZL is 0, so reflection coefficient is minus 1. Okay, and what is SWR? Voltage standing wave ratio. Standing wave ratio is 1 plus tau, 1 plus mode of tau upon 1 minus mode of tau. So it is 1 plus 1 upon 1 minus 1, so it is infinity. So value of SWR is infinity. So here the reflection coefficient value is negative. Okay, so we can say that ZL is equals to 0 means the value of load impedance is a short circuited. Okay, so in that case tau is equals to minus 1. What do you mean by the tau is equals to minus 1? What should be the minimum and maximum value of tau? As we discussed in our last chapter, the range of tau is between 0 and 1. Okay, or you can say that the mode of tau is between 0 and 1. So here mode of tau is 1. That means whatever the wave is incident, all the wave is reflected back. Okay, so here if the load impedance is short circuited, okay, so if any wave is incident, okay, the same wave is reflected back, so no power is dissipated, okay, or no power is absorbed at the load side. So it is a meaningless actually. Okay, so there is no any type of the application if ZL is equals to 0. So line is a short circuit line. Okay, so is the first special case. Second case is if ZL is equals to infinity. Okay, so ZL is equals to infinity, it is known as open circuit line. Okay, actually ZL is equals to 0 short circuit line has a one application we will discuss in the next lecture. What is the application when ZL is equals to 0? Okay, next is ZL is equals to infinity. ZL is equals to infinity means this load impedance is open circuit. Okay, so the value of the current is 0. I have to put value of ZL is equals to infinity in our equation. Okay, so we do the same calculation. Z in, okay, no need to write this equation again. I have to just put ZL is equals to infinity. Okay, so take ZL as a common, so it is Z0, ZL is common, so this is 1 plus J0 ZL 10 beta L. Beta L is electrical length of the transmission line. Z0 by ZL plus J10 beta L. Here value of ZL is infinity, so this term is 0 and this term is 0. So answer is Z0 upon J10 beta L. Okay, so this minus Z0 cot beta L. Okay, so value of Zn is minus J Z0 cot beta L. Okay, and in that case, what is voltage reflection coefficient? Voltage reflection coefficient ZL minus Z0 upon ZL plus Z0. I have to take ZL as a common, so this is 1 minus Z0 by ZL upon 1 plus Z0 by ZL. Okay, so this term is 0, so this is 1. Okay, so in this case the transmission coefficient is 1, and voltage as WR, voltage standing wave ratio, it is 1 plus tau upon 1. Okay, so it should remain same, it is infinity. Okay, so value of SWR is infinity in this case also. So here tau is equals to 1. Okay, that means the reflection coefficient is 1. Same case here, the value of tau is equals to 1. In this case the value of tau is equals to minus 1. Okay, so what is the difference between these two things? The tau is equals to minus 1 and tau is equals to 1. That means here the the phase difference between incident and reflected wave is 180 degree, but here the phase difference is 0. Okay, so again in this case, whatever the wave is incident, the same wave is reflected back but in phase, and in this case whatever the wave is incident, the same wave is reflected but out of the phase in ZL is equals to infinity case. Okay, so this impedance is known as short circuit impedance, ZSC, and this impedance is known as the open circuit impedance, which is ZOC. Okay, so if in any question, in any short question, if ZSC, short circuit impedance, and open circuit impedance is given, you can find out the characteristic impedance. Why? How? So just do the multiplication of these two equations. Okay, so we have total two equations. First equation for short circuit impedance and second is open circuit impedance. Okay, so if you just do the multiplication between these two, so we can write ZSC into ZOC, do the multiplication. Okay, so J10 beta term I cancel out, so this ZO square. Okay, so if short circuit impedance and open circuit impedance is given, so you can easily find out the characteristic impedance of the transmission line. Okay, so this one is our second special case of the transmission line. Okay, so what is the third case of the transmission line? The third case and very important case is that we have already discussed ZL is equals to Z0. Okay, it means that the load impedance value is exactly equal to the characteristic impedance of the transmission line. Okay, so in that case, what is Z in? So put here ZL is equals to Z0, so this numerator and denominator, both the terms are same, so they are cancelled out. So Z in is equals to Z0. What is tau? So tau is ZL minus Z0 upon ZL plus Z0. These two values are same, so tau is equals to 0. And what is SWR? SWR is 1 plus tau upon 1 minus tau. Tau is 0, so standing wave ratio is 1. So here if you notice, value of tau is equals to 0. This one is important. Okay, tau is equals to 0. It indicates that it's a no reflection of wave. Okay, that means all waves are absorbed. All waves are absorbed by the load impedance ZL. Okay, so that is why it is known as maximum power. Okay, so the maximum power is transferred from source to the load side in this case. Okay, so this is one of the special application of the transmission line. Maximum power is transfer from source to the load side. Okay, so here we have to discuss total 3 special case of transmission line. First is ZL is equals to 0, second ZL is equals to infinity, and third is ZL is equals to Z0. Okay, so in next lecture we'll discuss about the application of transmission line. So there is some few application of the transmission line, which is quarter wave matching, then that means impedance matching, single stub matching, double stub matching, and then after we'll discuss about the Smith chart. Thank you.